Points of Robs Inferno turn slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational here and being. You know what the fuck it is. Say, I feel the nervousness from the relentlessness of the resistance that's on the planet. Like I feel it, I'm so interior, like I can feel it so strong, you know, everywhere I go. Like I told y'all, we furthermore in this week than we was last week, you know. We're not going backwards, and like I said, the best thing is that this shit's almost over. So I had I have a lot of dreams. My dreams been way more crazy now. Like a lot of stuff happening and stuff. But I had I don't even know if it was a dream. I just remember if it wasn't my mom, it was all I know is it was a black woman, a so-called African American woman.
Monument Drive
And
Transit Center, Bay C.
I want to say it was my mom though, but half me feels like it wasn't. But she it's like she was holding me, and when she was holding me, like she was holding me in her arms, like really really tight, like hugging me. When she was hugging me, I don't even know if it was her love or what it was, but when she started hugging me, I just
Centerville, Park and Ride.
started gushing in tears and started crying. I just started crying, but gushing in tears, like crying my heart out.
Monument Drive Transit Center, Bay C.
And when I started crying my heart out, I feel like it was coming from a place of this is what I got from it. Let me get off this bus.
Centerville, Park and Ride.
I appreciate it. 6:06 on the time. So what I got from it was this, y'all. So as the black woman like held me, it was like, I want to say it was my mom, but I swear to God, like it's a piece of me that feels like it wasn't my mom. But really all I get from it, it was like the mother of all life or something. I swear to God, even though it literally is because of a black woman, but it was like she held me. And it's like when she held me, it's like I want to say like I started crying, but it was like her holding me made me cry. It was almost like I felt at peace like never before, and that I can let out all the pain in which like I'm not allowed to let out in this world how I'm living in now, because the world don't give a fuck about me. You get what I'm saying? The world don't give a fuck about me. So like in a dream, it wasn't even a dream because it was like a vision. It was like just that, you know. But she was holding me. And her holding me and squeezing me like made me release all the pain. And like she had like a hair but like a fro, and it was like Lord Nap's out of the fro and stuff. And she was holding me, you know, usually like how they show like a black woman whenever they show like the mother of all life and stuff. It was like that. And she was holding me, and I just was crying. And when I was crying, like I kept saying, you know, it's like as I was crying at first, I didn't know why I was crying, but then I knew I was crying while I was crying. And I was crying about my son. I was crying about Zion. And I just kept crying. I kept saying, like, you know, like I tried so hard. Like I was trying so hard, you know, like I just kept repeating it. And this is what I woke up to because I was asleep. I was crying in my sleep, y'all. And when I woke up, I woke up and I was like as I woke up, I was already talking, and I was kept saying like, I'm sorry, Zion. I tried, and I had water all down my face, like Like I'm saying, like y'all know when the tears are so real, like they drop even like without like it seemed like they're dropping so fast. It's like it's unreal. You know what I mean? It was like that. You know? And it's like I just telling her, you know, like I've been trying so hard for Zion. Like people really don't know really what I've been through. You know? Like really, there's no amount of me talking on here, or even like trying to help out y'all, or me even venting, crying, anything on here where it's like y'all can really feel my pain, what I've been through, and what I'm still going through off of being separated from my child, and just this whole experience in general. Even if worst case scenario, he wasn't my child. You know, it's been so much that's been done to me, and I just can't wait to talk about it. But the dream was crazy though, yo. The dream was crazy. I know a lot of y'all dreams in general are crazy right now. A lot of people's dreams are crazy right now. At this point, I know that a lot of people, it's like a lot of people just check for me just to make sure I'm still alive. But not from like a positive standpoint. Like I don't think like he's still alive. I feel like a lot of people, it's a lot of negativity. It's a lot of resistance on me. It's a lot of negativity on me. So I feel it strongly how like a lot of people, it's like they just check just to make sure I'm alive. Like, damn, he's still alive, you know? And it's like, I don't know, like how I choose to feel about it. It's like, I don't give a fuck, honestly, but it's just crazy. But I'm just happy all this is about to be over, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, life just feels like a big punishment, because there's so much stuff that's connected to me that like, I feel like I can't change, even though I'm changing it. You know, and what I mean by that is like, everything that's happening on the planet right now is happening from all of us individually. That's moving around the cognitive dissonance, still staying steadfast without validation. All of that is speeding everything up, you know? Because we're on some like we don't give a fuck type of shit of people that want to act like they can't understand or see themselves what's going on or validate us. We're still going about it how we're going about it, regardless, you know, while we're getting stronger, you know? So we're helping everything speed up. You feel me? And it's a beautiful thing, but it's like, at the same time, like, I just want this shit to hurry up and just be over, y'all. You know? I just want this shit to hurry up and be over. Because I don't even want to feel that negative ass energy, or that energy that shouldn't be here. You know? Because it's not in tune with nature. It's not in tune with children. It's not in tune with family or for family. Like, I just don't want that shit to be here no more. Even in regards to your association with us with that energy. I'm just done with it, you know? I'm done with it, y'all. You know, it's just so much people that's tried to bring me down, and that's trying to bring me down. Like, I just don't want any of these demons to be on the planet no more. You know? It's about time that I just feel the whole other energy that should be on this planet, and that's always been. And then that other shit is not here no more. We're getting down to your shakedown. I'm tired of people being towards the lies with religion and not really knowing what's what. Even just the basis around genetics that I feel like everybody should be aware of, but people aren't aware of, you know. It's like people are so scared of the truth that they're running from it. Don't matter how it's being expressed towards them or however it's shown to them. You know, people are worried about everything else besides children. You know, all these is just crazy stuff. You know. And so, like, I be feeling like my heart doesn't even fit in this world, but in the same way, like, that's the reason why I'm here, you know? No, like, no lies, y'all. That's really how I feel, because a lot of the stuff that I see that's important, a lot of people don't see it that's important, besides us that see it and that are on it, how we're on it, you know? So that's why, like, I'm so adamant on just shouting out y'all, you know, whether it be y'all take something from what y'all see on me on here and you look it up, and then you make somebody else aware, you know. But I'm just so for that, because it's just wait, hold on real quick, y'all, while I go on here. Hold on real quick, y'all. Like, this like brief intermission, you know. You know. Hold up real quick, y'all. Gotta hold your horse. Somebody just left trash all that. They don't even care, huh? I just want all children to be safe. That seems like you asking for a lot. That seems like you asking for a lot. Comes to this shit, man. Comes to this shit. Yeah, so like I was saying, again, like what I was just saying, it has no power over you. The system, no power over you. The system, once you see everything for really what it is, like as everything is coming out and stuff, it's making people on the internet, more trying to provoke people. That's speaking truth and stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day. And that's one of the biggest signs that a person doesn't want to evolve, when like they would attack somebody that's trying to evolve. That's a clear sign of like a low vibration. And you're seeing that consistently now going forward because of all the information that's coming out about us that's neuromelanated. And so you got to be in tune and really Even as I tried to repeat what I said when I first came out, I don't know if it caught it or not. I'm gonna see when I post it. But whenever it's like I notice, like whenever my frequency gets too high, or I get too in tune of whatever it is what I'm talking about, that's when my phone will mess up. It's like it'll like skip it for y'all not to get it, for me not to get it on here and stuff. But basically, what I was saying though was that as this energy shifts, enjoy the rest of your day. As this energy shifts and everything comes back into fruition and whatnot, in the way it should. People are getting more reactive towards trying to provoke like us as black people because of what's coming out about us, and that's regardless if you're talking about it's from like a collective majority standpoint. This is regardless if you're talking about this stuff or not, you know, because everyone's feeling the pressure about who we are, whether they say it to you or not, you know, and it's such a real thing that when they see you, right, it's showing for what that is. You hear what I'm saying? So like, however a person feels, it's showing on their face whenever they see a black person, majority of black people right now. You know, so like if they feel sorry, it might be like a dull look on their face. You know, if they're confused, you know, if they're mad as shit when they see you, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a projection of that, of some sort. Some type of like weird energy, like jealousy, hate, envy, all like in that circle, you know, in that realm, say, you know. And that's why I want to just tell everybody, just make sure that you don't let people provoke you, you know. We're not talking about just, you know, crazy exes or anything like that. Like even just like, don't let nobody provoke you, well, even your own kind, if necessary, whatever side you fit on of your genetic makeup. Like literally, don't let people get you here, you know. Because at the end of the day, this shit is gonna what helps me, y'all, and I give energy for this, whatever it means to y'all, is what helps me is that when I think about getting to your next day, I know that it's all perspective, right? So like I know that people are gassing up more of like the provoking energy, trying to provoke people that speaking truth and stuff like that. But what helps me out with it is that like I know that every day we get closer. I know that more is happening for us, you know? Which means like in whatever way of this shutting down, like I don't even watch Donald Trump, y'all. I don't pay no fucking mind to his ass at all, y'all. Like any of them distractions, I don't pay no fucking mind to that shit, you know? And this shit would shut down a lot faster if y'all wouldn't even pay no mind to that shit. Like if all organic people was just like, we don't give a fuck what that nigga got to say, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? And I understand people for saying that, like, oh, you know, you got to watch politics a little bit because it's what's happening in your world, but really you don't. You don't. That's a whole illusion in itself, you know, of your connection to it, of something that was never for you and never of you, you know? Yeah, for real. Like y'all don't even fucking get it. That's why y'all be paying attention to all that stuff. Why, like anybody that's talking about what's happening with Russia or any of that shit, all of that shit is irrelevant, y'all. Why would you worry about a species or a group of people that's been attacking you since, you know what I mean, since Lord knows, say, right? And then while they're fighting with themselves over this shit crashing down and all the ways that they manipulate the organic people, money, religion, you know, whatever, like that we got to worry about what they're saying because we're in their system as it's crashing. They're like, what the fuck are we watching that shit for? What the fuck are we worried about that for? To talk about them fighting with each other? Why the fuck are we worried about that? Like even at this point to say just because we're in a system, that's kind of like a long throw right now, you know? It's still irrelevant. Like, fuck is we worried about them for? We know who they are. We know what they're doing. We know this shit is crashing by the day. We know Mother Nature's taking care of shit. Really, what the fuck are we doing, y'all? You know? So really think about that when you be watching the news or you be watching Trump speak on this and that and shit. Like, we don't need to be worried about that shit. You know? That's like one of the biggest things that like pisses me off of me taking part of me because I'm in this system is that like we're so worried about all other shit besides ourselves. So much annoying ass shit. I'm telling y'all. Sometimes like I feel like I came here just to gain patience. Like literally. Just to gain patience. Because there's so much stupid ass, dumb ass fucking shit that people do that's just annoying as fuck. Like I be about to really hurt people, y'all. People just annoying. People annoy the fuck out of me. Like people irritate the fuck out of me. Not in a way how other people get irritated though, because I always get irritated. I get irritated fast anyway. So it's not in a way like someone be like, I irritated you or anything like that. Like I already get irritated. You know? I'm just kinda like that. Because of what I'm living in. And now I've always known to be. This is why I'm like this, you know? Hold up, I'm about to get on the wrong bus and shit. I'm about to get on the wrong bus. Watching be hella people on this shit. Bro, that's what I never got, y'all. I swear to God, you don't know when I have a car, y'all. I would not be taking no motherfucking public transportation if I had a car. Like, I low-key be getting mad at motherfuckers for having whips and taking public transportation. Even if for their commute to be better, I swear to God. Because in my mind, like, I'd be like, man, you know if I had a car right now, you would not motherfucking see me at all. At all. How you like, I'm such a private person, y'all. Like, I swear to God I am. Like, I don't like to be around nobody. You know? So, that's the thing that pisses me off about my financial situation. I'm getting out of fighting for my son and shit like that. Like, I just spent $400 for that DNA test. And, like, this shit is crazy for a fucking mouth swab. I'm thinking that shit gonna be motherfucking, like, extra blood or some shit. About motherfucking mouth swab on both sides. Like what? Crazy. No, but yeah, though. Please hear what I'm saying, though, y'all. Because, it's definitely ramping up. It's definitely ramping up. You know? And I hope another one can just come on that's like I can just get off and just be on by myself or some shit. Hopefully, I don't think they both running this early, but it's Tier Jones show. I gotta email him, what do you call it, the civil part of the, I forgot how he worded it or whatever, but however the court needs it or whatever, I already got it in that form. I just gotta email it to him, and then he gonna, I guess, make her take her part of it or whatever. Yeah.
What are all of us?
Doors open.
Oh my God. It's just like a movie, though. It's like the Truman Show. I feel like the Truman Show, man. The lady talked to me like a normal person. That made me feel good. She let me know that we got to good bus. She talked to me like a normal person. She was Latina though. I've been meeting a lot of thorough Latino people lately. You know? the main thing though, y'all, that I love about this. Shout out to people, a couple people that just came in. Main people I love about all of this though is that like, for real, if y'all really looking at what I be talking about, I'm not a negative person, and it's all coming from a care standpoint. It just be like, I'm just so passionate about how I feel, so then that's when the chaos energy comes in. But you gotta realize though, every single so-called African American has that chaos energy in it. Well, we walking on top of our ancestors, literally. Every building was built, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real right now. If you, what's that Lord thing? Y'all know the Lord thing that they check the ground, where they see, where people are buried at and stuff. I guarantee you, where I'm at right now, if I had one of them things and I was to scan the ground, they was to dig this up under this concrete and asphalt, I find hella bodies of my brothers and sisters for a fact, you know. And then we on top of them unknowingly because we think that we was just slaughtered on certain parts of the land. You feel me? So that's like an energy and difference in itself, you know. But I want to give y'all this energy, like what's a deer when you're faced with any type of interaction that can feel like a threat. Not even if you can tell like a person's not trying to present that to you, just by your awareness, like how to deal with stuff like that. A lot of people are coming to me asking me about stuff like that. They're like, man, look, you know, I didn't know anything of this, or I didn't pay attention to this, but now I know this, and this feels different. And I know, you know, other people might not know how I know, so they're not trying to make me mad or anything, but they're just going along with what they've known to be a lie, whatever category that falls in, and it's causing me disruption and stuff. And they're like asking me, like, how do I deal with that and stuff? And I'm like, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't change other people, right? You know, even when like I tell y'all get on here with y'all and stuff, you know, like I don't try to infringe my way, like I let you know what it is. It's your choice, you know. I would never try to enforce anything on y'all. I would hope that you would take heed into what I'm saying, especially terminology and stuff like that, if you didn't hear it. So maybe you can even go more further in it, learning more about whatever that would be than even me myself. You know, I'm a very selfless type of person, so like even to your point where I even forget about myself, but now like I'm away from that though. Now like I actually have self-love. I know, you know, when I'm caring on somebody, to your point where it's harmful to myself, you know. But it's just a good thing because I'm ready to see all children safe. I can't wait to get back to my trippy cheers. You know, I'm telling y'all, like it felt so real, y'all. It was like I was hugging a book. Like it was like she hugged me first. Like she opened her arms for me, but I was hugging her, and it's like when the black woman was hugging me, it was like she was hugging me, and it was like she was making all my tears come out. That like I gotta suppress, that I gotta keep in a certain way because of what I'm living in, you know. And she was letting me know like it's okay to let out, and it's almost over, and it's gonna be alright. Just keep going, you know. Like, and she was letting me know that she's proud of me, you know. And even with all, I felt all of that. I felt it so real, and it even scared me even more because when I woke up, I realized that I was asleep. Like all this was happening while I was asleep. But the main way how I noticed is, I don't know if you ever been like talking in your sleep and you woke up, but you'll like finish the sentence and you'll realize and stop for a moment, like wait a minute, like I was talking in my sleep, you know. It was like that, and I just kept apologizing and about Zion and how sorry I am for whatever harm that he has dealt with due to her alienating me from him, you know. The only other way I could have went about it was to go about it where it probably would have got violent, you know. And I'm not even talking about towards her even, but like say like if I would have went out and saw her and I would just went and just took my son because the environment was around him. I didn't know, or it wasn't safe for him, and I just did that. And she called the police on me as a black man, as if like I'm doing something wrong, you know. Like I had to use my oppressors, you know. Now I'm using them, and it feels awkward. I'm only doing this because I was left with no choice, you know. But it feels good that all this is about to be over, though, yo. I got the most craziest testimony. I'm telling y'all, like it's so fucking crazy. But my whole time I said this shit, I said I've been up and down my whole life, but I've been caking so much. Me even being low, as down as I've been low, it don't really matter. But besides like the initial standpoint of it, like meaning like I know as and I can feel my mental health getting better and better and back to stuff. I'm knowing what's going on with my son. I'm about to see him and stuff. But I'm gonna have more BMWs. I'm gonna have more. Not to sound superficial, materialistic, but I'm gonna be looking like myself, back on my shit again. But the only difference now is like I didn't value that stuff, even though I like nice things and stuff. But now I just have a deeper understanding on everything now. So it's like, and then just my energy, you know, it should be around me when I'm on a bus or something. You know what I mean? But when I get a car, though, like I'm very private, you know. But it be blowing me though, because in fact, like you know how it be like when you be going out, and it's like I can hold a conversation with people and stuff and talk regularly to people, and then people will think like I'm really 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 social, and I don't be knowing how to be rude because I am a nice person and I won't want to like break the conversation off to like, especially if I can know like they was being friendly. I don't want to like I'm very careful. I try not to rub people wrong, you know. That's why when I get into like my I don't care type of stage, like I really got mad or something really pissed me off, because I'm very careful to try not to hurt nobody with my words and stuff like that, because I'm not a type of person that wants to hurt people. There's no way, you know. I don't believe in like being like that. But people do piss me off though. So I've been working on that. I feel like I matured a lot dealing with that. But I just treat people how they treat me. There'll be an episode about all the real stuff that's going on the planet, right? They see me spaz out on here, or I'm venting about how bad it is, right? And then it'll be someone that knows me a little bit more, they see me more or whatever, and then they'll talk to me, and like a person that doesn't know me, they'll be so confused because they'll be like, how come he didn't give them that energy? They be trying to figure it out. And they're like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's ignorant. Like, I'm not after the world, though. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna have a good day. You know, all this energy that yo gave on here, I gotta shout you out individually, because you're a funny person. I can't even pronounce your name, but I'm gonna just say the last part, that Inferno or whatever. Shout out you, you know. It's off that early. Hold up a second, y'all. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. All the stuff of people trying to someone tried to provoke me when I just got off that bus just now with something. Like I told y'all, now the ignorant me, I probably would have threw this hot chocolate in his face and just threw that shit smack in his fucking face and walked right off the bus. But I be telling y'all, I'm like, everything ain't worth it. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own battles to pick. You're saying you can't stop somebody from being ignorant. A lot of times, even with being ignorant towards them, you know, You just gotta just raise higher than that vibration. I just ignored it altogether. It's not a part of you. You know, you get to decide what's a part of you, what you want to attach to. You know, I realized so much small secrets about like protecting your energy and stuff, and I just mirrored. And that's why it seems like I'm like arrogant now, but it's like I'm not though. I see stuff beforehand and what it is or what people are trying to do, and I just don't play. I don't play into that shit. I just lead them in that shit. I don't play psychological games with people. You know, I'm too smart for that shit. So a lot of times I've devastated myself around it anyway. But hold up, let me get up here so I can. People really, I'm gonna tell y'all you know how I know I'm in such a self-absorbed area? Because people in this area, when they see that they can't fuck with me, like they can't bother me, they try even like more. You know what I mean? Like their only reason for trying is to like bring down my spirit. Try to bring down my spirit, but you can't bring me down. Like, y'all will never be able to bring me down ever again, or nobody. I come from the black woman. I told y'all this. I told y'all this. You know? Maybe somebody else. Maybe somebody else, but not me. I come from the black woman. So I'm not gonna feel inadequate at all when I know where I come from. And here I come from. It's like impossible. You feel me? I wonder if that person that was trying to provoke me, if they knew about DNA, what's happening with their DNA right now. Probably not. This is a psychological problem. But when they attack a person that's financially struggling, then the system that's causing it. Because then, in that moment you're attacking that person, you're looking at it like it's just an individual problem with that person. And it's not a problem in general. That's way past the surface level in which how people look at it. It's a big sign of your intellect level. That's what I'm saying. Like most of the people, I walk away from. Like if I was to have like a conversation with them, like if I would have spoke to them on the bus and asked them things, I probably would have felt like I was stupid even talking. You know what I mean? If I'd have been worried about people like that try to fight me, think about myself in that energy, I wouldn't have made it here to see this shit around that with my son right now. Nor would I have made it. Nor would I have made it towards what's happening right now, and which what I said years ago. Like to see it. Even this far so far, I wouldn't have made it if I would have been in tune to what people are throwing out, expecting on me and shit. I look at all that shit. I look at all that shit like that's just an attack for me not to come into my higher self And nothing's gonna come in between me coming into my higher self. Nothing. No bitch, no money, no hatred, no jealousy, no envy. Ain't none of that shit gonna stop me. I'm gonna evolve. As my anatomy is evolving, and I'm gonna match the energy of the sun as its radiation picks up even more. That's just what it is. That's what it is. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all. About to email this information about my son so he can send this shit to this bitch. So she can just find out that's my son. And I'm pretty sure it is. So it's on paper. And if it's not, even faster out of my life, even more. And actually that would be even crazier because then it's like I'm really, really gone, you know? She better hope that it is my son. And I think it is. But she still has a connection with me, can at least say, oh, I got his child. Even though he don't fuck with me, he'll never talk to me again. You feel me? So, hope for that.